Most gaming keyboards look impressive until you actually type on them. And that's where most people realize they paid extra for features they'll barely use. Let's get into it, starting with number 5. Number 5, Keychron Q6 HE. This thing is a solid budget option if you want to dip your toes into magnetic switches without spending a fortune. The full-size layout means you get that numpad, which is great if you actually use it for work or spreadsheets. The magnetic Hall effect switches are smooth, and you can adjust the actuation point, which sounds fancy, but in reality, most people set it once and forget about it. The build quality is decent. It's got that aluminum frame that feels premium enough, but let's be real, it's heavy as hell. Moving this thing around your desk isn't happening unless you're committed. Where it shines is customization. The hot swap capability means you can experiment with different switches without soldering, and the QMK/VIA support gives you deep programming options if you're into that. The RGB lighting is fine, nothing groundbreaking, but it gets the job done. Now here's where it falls short. The stabilizers out of the box are mediocre at best. You'll probably want to mod them because that spacebar rattle is noticeable. The keycaps are basic ABS that'll shine up after a few months of use, so budget for replacements. And the software? It's functional but clunky compared to what bigger brands offer. Who's it for? Budget-conscious enthusiasts who want magnetic switches and don't mind doing some tweaking to get it perfect. Bottom line, the Keychron Q6 HE is a solid entry point into the enthusiast keyboard world. But be ready to do some modding to unlock its full potential. It's good value if you're willing to put in the work. Number 4, SteelSeries Apex Pro Gen 3. This keyboard has some genuinely impressive tech packed into it. The OmniPoint 3.0 switches are probably the best implementation of adjustable actuation we've seen, with crazy precise control from 0.1mm to 4mm. For gaming, this is legitimately useful. You can set WASD ultra-sensitive and everything else normal. The OLED screen is actually practical here, showing useful info like Discord notifications or game stats instead of just being decorative. The build quality is premium with that aircraft-grade aluminum, and it feels like it could survive a nuclear blast. The magnetic wrist rest is a nice touch and way more convenient than the clip-on garbage most brands use. But here's the problem. It's expensive as hell. We're talking premium flagship pricing, and for that money, there are some frustrating compromises. The keycaps are thin ABS that feel cheaper than they should at this price point. They'll wear down and get shiny faster than you'd like on a $250 plus keyboard. The software is where SteelSeries loses points. GG software is bloated, sometimes glitchy, and way more complicated than it needs to be. Setting up per-key actuation should be simple, but the UI makes it a chore. And the RGB, while bright, has this weird flickering issue some users report that SteelSeries hasn't fully addressed. Who's it for? Competitive gamers who actually need that adjustable actuation and can justify the premium price for performance advantages. Bottom line, the Apex Pro Gen 3 has incredible tech and performance, but SteelSeries needs to fix the software issues and upgrade those keycaps to justify the flagship pricing. Number 3, Corsair Vanguard Pro 96. This is where things get interesting. The 96% layout is that sweet spot. Compact enough to save desk space, but you still get arrow keys and a numpad. For most people, this is the perfect size that doesn't sacrifice functionality. The Fluxgate switches are Corsair's magnetic offering, and they're genuinely excellent. The adjustability is smooth, the feel is consistent, and they're surprisingly quiet for magnetic switches. The polling rate goes up to 8,000 Hz, which is total overkill for 99% of users. But hey, it's there if you want bragging rights. Build quality is where Corsair flexes. This thing is built like a tank with premium materials throughout. The gasket mount gives it a nice bounce without being too soft, and the sound profile is surprisingly good out of the box. The RGB is bright and customizable, with proper per-key lighting that actually works. Now the bad news. iQUE software is still iQUE. If you've used Corsair peripherals before, you know the drill. It's powerful but unnecessarily complicated, eats system resources, and has weird bugs that pop up randomly. The battery life in wireless mode is mediocre at best, especially if you're running RGB. You're looking at maybe 30 hours with lighting, which isn't great for 2024. The keycaps are fine but nothing special, and the price point puts it in competition with some serious enthusiast boards that might offer better overall value. Who's it for? Users who want a compact layout with professional build quality and can tolerate Corsair's software ecosystem. Bottom line, the Vanguard Pro 96 is an excellent keyboard held back by battery life and software issues. If those don't bother you, it's one of the best 96% layouts available. If this helped, smash that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell. More honest keyboard reviews coming your way. All the links are in the description, no hunting required. Number 2. Razer Huntsman V3 Pro TKL. Razer shocked me with this one. The Gen 2 optical switches are legitimately incredible. The speed is noticeable, the consistency is excellent, and they fixed the mushy feel that plagued earlier optical switches. These feel crisp and responsive in a way that makes gaming genuinely more enjoyable. The TKL layout is perfect for gamers who want mouse space without sacrificing essential keys. The build quality has seriously improved from older Razer boards. This actually feels premium instead of plasticky. The gasket mount and foam dampening give it a much better sound profile than you'd expect from a gaming brand. Synapse 3 software has gotten better, but it's still Synapse. It's less buggy than it used to be, and the interface is cleaner, but you still need to create an account and deal with cloud sync nonsense. At least it's more reliable now than the disaster it was a few years ago. Here's what bugs me. The price is aggressive. Razer is charging premium money, and while the board is good, it's competing with enthusiast-grade customs at this price point. The keycaps are fine but not amazing, and serious typists might find the optical switches a bit too light and lacking in tactile feedback for long typing sessions. The wireless performance is flawless though, with zero latency issues and solid battery life. The RGB is typical Razer, bright, flashy, and syncs with everything else in their ecosystem if you're already invested. Who's it for? Gamers who prioritize speed and wireless performance and are already in the Razer ecosystem. Bottom line, the Huntsman V3 Pro TKL is Razer's best keyboard yet, with genuinely excellent switches and build quality that finally matches the premium pricing. Just wish those keycaps were better. And finally, my number 1 pick, ASUS ROG Azoth Extreme Wireless Mechanical Gaming Keyboard. This is what happens when a company decides to build a keyboard with basically no budget constraints. This thing is absolutely stacked with features that justify the extreme flagship pricing, if you can stomach that price tag. The ROG NX switches feel amazing, with multiple options for different preferences. The hot swap capability means you can experiment. The OLED touchscreen isn't just decorative, it's actually useful for quick settings adjustments and system monitoring. The gasket mount is perfectly tuned, giving excellent bounce without being mushy. The wireless performance is flawless across 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth 5.1, with battery life that actually lasts. We're talking 1,600 hours in Bluetooth mode, which is genuinely impressive. The 3-layer dampening makes this one of the best-sounding pre-built keyboards available, period. Armoury Crate software is still bloated and annoying, but it's more stable than it used to be, and offers deep customization once you get past the learning curve. The RGB is gorgeous with per-key lighting and side illumination that's actually tasteful. But let's address the elephant in the room. This keyboard costs as much as a decent PC component. The price is absolutely outrageous, and only makes sense if you're building an ultra-premium setup and money isn't a concern. For that price, some enthusiasts would rather build a custom board. The keycaps are PBT and feel great, but even at this price point, they're not perfect. And good luck if something breaks. ASUS customer service is hit or miss. Who's it for? Premium buyers who want every feature possible and aren't constrained by budget considerations. Bottom line, the ROG Azoth Extreme is the most feature-complete gaming keyboard available, with build quality and performance that justify the insane price. But only if money is no object. For most people, there are better values lower on this list. And that's the countdown. Got questions? Most people buy the wrong keyboard. Now you won't. Drop them below. I read everything. Hit like if this helped, subscribe for more honest reviews, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.